I don't even need you. She screamed at me in front of my parents. So I walked out without a word. But before I tell you why that moment changed everything, let me take you back. Because people don't just explode like that for no reason. It builds quietly, like a pressure cooker you don't hear until it whistles. And by the time it did, everything I thought I knew about love, loyalty, and the life I'd built was already cracking beneath the surface. We met 4 years ago. It was supposed to be casual. She had this wild spark, reckless, bold, addictive, and I was a safe one. The guy who planned ahead, checked the weather, made sure everyone had a ride home. Maybe that's why it worked so well, at least in the beginning. She said I grounded her. I told her she made me feel alive. And that was enough for a while. But somewhere along the line, things changed. Not all at once. It's like erosion. You don't see it. Just wake up one day and realize the beach is gone. The first time I noticed it was during an argument over something stupid. A canceled dinner plan. I apologized for being late. She called me predictable. That stung. Not because it wasn't true, but because it was said like a flaw. Like being dependable had suddenly become unattractive. I brushed it off, told myself everyone fights sometimes. We made up, laughed, watched a movie that night. But it happened again. Then again. And slowly, she stopped listening. Her phone was always in her hand. Conversations felt like negotiations. I was trying to solve problems while she was trying to win. Still, I held on. Because love isn't about leaving when it gets hard, right? It's about staying, fighting. But now I wonder, was I fighting for us, or was I just afraid of starting over? Then came the dinner. My parents invited us over. Nothing fancy. Just lasagna, wine, and the usual stories about my childhood I hoped she'd laugh at. She barely spoke the entire time. Kept checking her phone. Staring at the TV behind us. Rolling her eyes when my mom asked questions. I tried to keep the mood light. Tried to fill the silences. Tried to explain away her behavior. Until my dad, with his usual calm, asked, "So, are you two thinking about the next step?" She didn't answer right away. She looked at me, then she laughed. But not the kind that makes you feel warm. This was cold, mocking. "The next step?" she said, swirling her wine. "I don't even need him." It got quiet. Too quiet. My mom's fork froze midair. My dad blinked slowly like he was sure he misheard. And I just sat there, numb, not angry, not shocked, just empty. Because in that one sentence, she didn't just humiliate me. She exposed a truth I'd been denying for months. She didn't see me as a partner. I was a placeholder, a backup plan, the steady guy who held the umbrella while she chased storms. And here's the part that still replays in my head. I didn't say a word. I didn't argue. Didn't yell. I just stood up, walked out, left my plate half full, my coat on the back of the chair, my parents in stunned silence. And I didn't look back. That night, I drove aimlessly for hours. No music, just the hum of the engine and the sound of my own thoughts unraveling. All those nights I made excuses for her. All the moments I said, she's just stressed, or she doesn't mean it. They came crashing in. She did mean it. Every word. And I let her. I let someone slowly convince me I was enough. That I had to prove my worth over and over just to be loved. But here's the thing. That night didn't break me. It freed me. Because sometimes you have to lose something loud to hear the quiet truth that was always there. You can't build forever with someone who only wanted temporary. The next morning, I woke up to texts, calls, apologies. She said she didn't mean it, that it came out wrong, that she was drunk, embarrassed. But that wasn't regret. That was damage control. Regret is what you feel when you lose something you valued. She didn't value me. She feared the fallout. So I didn't respond. I went to my parents' house instead, sat with them, talked. For the first time in months, I didn't feel like I had to defend my relationship. I didn't feel the weight of someone else's moods dragging me down. And you know what my dad said? He said, "You didn't say anything." And that said everything. It took walking out of that room, out of that relationship, to finally feel the weight lift. The need to prove, to fix, to save something that didn't want saving. It was gone. Now, I'm not telling you this to get sympathy. I'm telling you because maybe you're there right now, holding on to someone who keeps showing you they don't need you. Not really. And if that's you, don't wait for the scream. Don't wait until you're humiliated in front of the people who love you. You don't need a dramatic exit to realize you deserve more. But if it comes to that, walk. Walk out without a word. Not to hurt them, not to punish, but because the silence you leave behind will say everything you never needed to explain.